So the sermon today was about love, and one of the things that we talked about a lot was what are the ways that Jesus shows love and talks about love in the New Testament, and not avoiding those things that really were not always acceptable, like always telling the truth, even if we didn't like it, or sort of challenging us to love in the way He loved, or being willing to say no to someone and let them go to have experience of what it means to be away from Him. So to think about in those terms, because He was quite different. We talked about a little bit about He wasn't a gossip. He wouldn't bear false witness, which is something that we always forget when we're talking about love. There are 4 words in the Bible for love. One is agape, that we usually consider God's love. Philia is a brotherly and sisterly love, or love of friends, named, of course, a name for Philadelphia. Eros is the one that we enjoy most. It's fun, but in the church we don't like to talk about that a lot, but it's a good gift that God gives to us, our total sexuality. And the 4th one is storge, and it's God's love that will not give up on us, which will not let go of us, which hangs in there with us in all situations and circumstances in our life. I think one of the most important things when we think about God's love and how important it is to us and how it's reflected through us, because that's what God wants us to know, is to think about those things that are hard about love for us. We have categories and situations which are very difficult. And what does it say when Jesus says, no, love me as I loved you, and love me even when it's difficult? The other important thing about today is to think about what it means for you to be loved and how it encourages or blesses or nurtures you. And then turn that around and think about it means the same thing to those you love. It nurtures, encourages them. So when Jesus invites us to love as He loved, He's simply saying, find ways to enhance the lives of others, to bless them, to be available to them, to affirm them, to encourage them. And I think if we can capture in our own lives those things that have blessed us through the love of others and of God, then it's more easy for us to share and to know what others would want from us in a loving way applied in His name.
Thank you, Pastor Dave.
You're welcome.
Lutheran Church of the Good Shepherd.